everyone doing tonight?
Great.
Yay! I am Elisa Blandford. I am the managing director here at Native Voices.
I'm Sati Time. I am the production manager at Native Voices.
My name is Daryl Dennis. I'm going to be one of the actors in the thing tonight, and I'm not sure why I'm here.
How many of you have been to a Native Voices performance before? Raise your hands, loud and proud. Nice, thank you. Welcome back.
And
Good
how
to
many
see
of
guys.
you is this your first time?
Nice, thank you.
Fun. Welcome to the family. Enjoy the show.
We always start things off here by acknowledging the Gabrielina Tongva peoples as the traditional caretakers of Tongvanar, which is colonially known as the Los Angeles Basin and South Channel Islands. We recognize that the Autry Museum and its campuses are located on the traditional lands of the Gabrielina Tongva peoples, and we pay our respects to the ancestors, elders, and their relations past, present, and emerging.
We'd also like to thank the elders in the audience. You're living proof of our resiliency. Let's give a hand for the elders.
And we are also a proud Blue Star Theater, and we like to acknowledge any veterans that are in the audience and acknowledge that Native Americans actually have the highest enlistment rate of any demographic. So thank you for your service.
Now, for those of you who do not know, Native Voices is the only equity theater company devoted to developing and producing new works for the stage by Native American, Alaska Native, Native Hawaiian, and First Nations playwright. Only one in the country.
This is Native Voices' 15th annual Short Play Festival. This year's theme is To Indigeneity and Beyond, where we ask Native playwrights to boldly go where few have imagined Native people before, the future.
Now, these playwrights, they were paired with dramaturgs for a process that we call distance dramaturgy, and today we have 9 fabulous actors with us, and they are also stage managers and directors, some of them, and they put this whole thing together, bringing these words to life in just under a week of rehearsals.
Today we have our celebrity judges with us who will decide which playwright wins the Vaughn Marie Ashley Excellence in Playwriting Award, which is a $1,000 cash prize.
Ooh.
We have esteemed casting director Renee Haynes, who was casting director of Pillars of the Flower Moon and is casting the current season of Dark Winds, AMC's Dark Winds. Yes?
Yes.
We also have the very talented Tonantzin Carmelo, who is Tongva and Kumeyaay actor who has recently was on the Mark Taper stage with Larissa Fast Horse Fake It Until You Make It. And you can currently see her on CBS's NCIS Origins and also AMC's Dark Winds. We have out of this world Aaron Yazi Dine, who is a dynamic mechanical engineer for NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Wow.
And he has an awesome beaded NASA bolo on. Look at that. That is awesome. We also have Lucas Brown Eyes, who is Oglala Lakota, who has been a writer on over 12 seasons of comedy and drama, most recently HBO Max's Duster. And finally, we have Kara J. Myers, who is Kiowa, Wichita, and you can see her in 2023 Martin Scorsese's film, Killers of the Flower Moon. You all also play a very important part because at the end of the play, at the end of the festival, you will be voting on your favorite play. And the winner of the Thomas Studi Gadugi audience prize of $500 will be tabulated over the past 2 performances, plus this one, and we'll see who was the audience favorite over those 3 performances.
Also, let's remember to please take a moment to turn off your phones. We can see you, we can hear you with the vibration. Also, we're native, so your camera phones steal our soul. So the bit worked. It finally worked. So take a device for the next a device vacation for the next 100 minutes. Photography and recording of any kind are prohibited during the performance.
Now, on the playbill, we have these codes over here. If you didn't scan it, you can scan it after the show or try to get it from a distance. There is one important cast member, though, that is missing from the playbill, and that is all of you. In live theater, the audience is a huge part of the show. The actors are very close to you, especially in this space, so they can see you, they can hear you, and the more that you engage with the material, the more that you're going to get back from them.
Yes. We invite you to laugh, clasp, gasp, and have a good time. I want to remind you, emergency exits are located here and here, but we suggest the best way to leave if there is a problem is the way you came in.
Once again, thank you all for being here. We are honored to share these short plays with you, 8 to be exact. The runtime is approximately 100 minutes. Some of the plays include adult language and some sexual innuendo. Thank you once again for being here, and now the company of the 15th Annual Short Play Festival!
Reparations ATM by Maddox Pennington. Characters: Jean, they, them, 20s. Marina, Ree, she, her, 20s. Granny Frances, she, her, indefinable age. Great Grandma, she, her, indefinable age. Great Aunt Louise, she, her, indefinable age. Cousins, Jean and Marina, waiting outside Jean's house, checking their phones.
Should I go back for my fringe jacket? I don't want to be cold.
Oh, shit, Bree. I don't think I can go. I'm so broke.
What? The car's gonna be here in 3 minutes. Why are you just now broke?
Stupid landlord cashed my rent check.
What did you think they were gonna do?
Do me solid.
Jean, you are too old to be this broke. Oh, what about your reparations account?
My what?
We can hit up the reparations ATM.
Where do we find one of those?
Wherever you need it. Listen.
A TARDIS-like whooshing sweeps past them. Marina points at an ATM that has just appeared by front steps, painted with cave drawings and indigenous symbols and landscapes.
Who put that there?
You gotta start reading your e-newsletters from the tribe.
Reparations ATM.
The gifts our ancestors set aside for us when they dreamed of our futures.
My ancestors were actually pretty broke too.
Well, there's a dreams to currency conversion algorithm. Seriously, the newsletter comes out twice a month.
But how does it work?
The ATM? Well, it's powered by broken government promises.
Like treaties and stuff?
Mm-hmm. All the way back to first contact. Burn in hell, Hernandez Soto.
You know, do you have to be on good terms with your relatives for it to work?
Well, they just want what's best for you, right?
Sure.
And they're dead. How could you be fighting with them?
Well, why don't you go first?
Marina pulls out a laminated Indian card.
Fine. You just swipe your enrollment card or tribal ID and voila.
That seems messed up. I don't know.
The machine clicks and whirs, then beeps as it delivers
doe skin gloves. Oh wow, they are beautiful. Thank you, ancestors. I will wear these with pride.
Well, how do you know who they're from?
We're always there with you holding your hand. Love, great Aunt Louise. Oh, look at the beading.
I never knew Aunt Louise beaded. Well, is it always gloves?
It'll be just what you need.
Okay, but how's my granny gonna know that what I really need is $80?
Have a little faith.
Here goes.
Jean swipes their tribal ID. The machine beeps, whirs, and makes an angry error noise. Granny appears in a puff of smoke, receipts, and little strawberry candies.
Where's my good-for-nothing husband?
Granny, Osio, welcome.
Don't granny me. Where is he?
He passed away some time ago, Granny. I am so sorry.
A likely story.
Wait, good for nothing? I thought your family had one of the great love stories.
That's what I thought the first time he faked his death.
The first time?
Yeah, you were right, Marina. Exactly what I needed.
Until he came crawling back. They always do.
You said this thing was powered by broken promises?
Her wildest dreams. Tell her your dreams.
Oh, excuse me, Granny. I
Did
didn't
I
really
come
use
from
your-
that box?
You know, I was just wondered, respectfully, hi, if you happen to have anything for me, like a savings bond I could cash in, really any kind of investment that's maybe paid off in an unexpected way.
You tell me.
What do you mean?
My parents and their parents and their parents and my children and their grandchildren worked to give you the best possible chance at life. What have you done with it?
Oh, my best?
You're not married?
Oh, no, that didn't work out.
Is this your house?
Oh, I rent a room in it.
What, for how many of your family?
Well, it's just me, but my parents have their own house.
Is that your car?
Oh, it's my roommate's. We share.
Jean is so concerned with the environment, ma'am. They bike everywhere.
And who are you?
I'm Marina, your sister Louise's granddaughter.
Oh. The one with the credit card debt, or the one who has the side business selling crystals to the easily led?
The second one.
Back to you, Jean. Do you have a job?
Oh, yes, I teach, like so many.
Teach
of
what?
English?
You couldn't teach farming.
There's not a lot of call for farming in the city now, Granny.
Clearly, this is a suburb. You couldn't teach something useful like carpentry or home economics. Did you make a living at that?
I mean, I get by.
Oh.
But we use the Reparations ATM because I was hoping
The
you
what?
might be able to help out.
With the magic bucks.
Hey, Granny, why don't you try it?
Me?
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm not a great return on your investment, but you could get some reparations of your own.
How does it work?
Well, it's sort of like a spiritual accounting system with a metaphysical payout. President Ocasio-Cortez invented it. You don't happen to have your tribal ID or enrollment card on you, do you?
My what?
That's okay. There's a census lookup in the app. I can get a code.
Marina taps on her phone for a minute, then steps forward and types into the ATM. The machine creaks and wheezes. Great-grandma steps out in a haze of crochet hooks, embroidery floss, and recipes, looking furious.
Who is? Didn't I teach you anything? Mama? You gave the family allotment to your son? He was the firstborn, and he was the first to get married. He transferred it to his wife. Mama, not in front of the kids.
They step to the side and argue in whispers and gestures.
Just what I need.
Well, this isn't my fault. Look for yourself.
Marina hands Jean her phone.
An authentic manifestation of ancestral connection covered by FDIC.
Maybe this is just what it looks like. For you.
And your ancestral connection is just presents?
Oh, I've been adding investments to the family portfolio. Teaching myself to bead, going to powwows, and I took language immersion classes all through college.
No, you didn't.
But it's too late. The machine beeps and jangles. Great Aunt Louise steps out in a flurry of doilies and pink curlers.
Marina Latbird, do you have any idea how hard it is to source check beads in the afterlife?
Thanks a lot, Jean.
Well, of course, I am sorry for your loss.
Are you?
You didn't think I had my share? I still consulted a lawyer when it was time.
Well, we didn't have time.
Mama? Sissy?
Louise?
Well, how do you make a deposit on this thing?
Well, I signed up for the classes, but there was no one to talk to.
Everybody calm down. You, grandson.
Oh, actually, I'm non-binary.
My apologies, my child.
So insensitive, Mama.
Francis, don't make me summon your granny.
Oh, let's not overreact.
Now, my grandchildren, why did you reach out for us? What is the dire trouble that only our ancestral strength can carry you through?
There's a Chapel Roan Greatest Hits concert we're trying to get to, and I could really use the t-shirt money.
Well, we're taking our little cousin Tanya, too, so we are paying it forward.
And the opening act is native.
Oh, a tribe called REZ?
Oh, they're AI-generated hallucination now.
Well, the concert is still a cultural ritual with a grand entry and everything, just with a DJ instead of a drum beat.
It's not the disc jockey from the Black Eyed Peas, is it?
Hey, let me see those tickets.
Marina hands over the tickets.
Grandchildren, we accept your offer of reparations.
As a gesture of thanks, we'll bring you back some t-shirts. Meet us on this spot 1 year from now.
An Uber pulls up. The three ancestors pile in. A techno remix of Pink Pony Club blasts from the speakers as they pull away.
Did we just get hustled?
I can lend you $40 until payday.
Well, who's gonna tell Tanya? Shoot.
Still reparations, I guess.
And it was an authentic ancestral manifestation from everything I've heard about him.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Maybe they get to live out our wildest dreams for once.
They head back inside. The Reparations ATM whistles ominously. End of play.
Powwow on a Hiding Moon by P.C. Verrone. Characters: Quinn, two-spirit Osage, reserved and practical, age 17, non-binary. Nix, Quinn's younger cousin, Osage, extroverted and imaginative, age 16, male. Pilot, a voice on the intercom. A transpo to a powwow on the moon. Time, the not-too-distant future. Scene 1. Quinn sits in the cabin of a space transpo, similar to what we in the 21st century would call an airplane, but capable of high-speed interplanetary travel. Quinn is wearing a hoodie, jeans, a Pendleton blanket with its stripes oriented vertically, and a beaded medallion depicting a crescent moon. They shift nervously, trying to disappear into their hoodie. Nix enters wearing Osage straight dance regalia. He shuffles through the cramped aisle, careful not to let his regalia touch the floor, and sits next to Quinn. The pilot speaks over the intercom.
Passengers, this is your captain speaking. Please place all bags under the seats in front of you. This transpo is an older model, so we have limited overhead bin space. If you experience any discomfort while in flight, you can adjust your seat's oxygen and gravity levels using your armrest. This transpo will be launching in about, 5 minutes.
Man, relax. Didn't you hear them say this was an older transpo? Thing's gonna crumble before we even hit the stratosphere.
The transpo is fine.
How would you know? You've never been on one either.
Oh, wait. Isn't that your mom's medallion?
Yeah?
You know you're not supposed to take other people's regalia. Did you bring any of your regalia?
No.
So you're just gonna wear that?
Seems good enough for a fake powwow.
Man, give me a little credit. I showed you the flyer.
Powwow on the moon. Top secret. Natives only. Yeah, that's definitely a scam. We're inside of a scam right now.
Not everything online is a scam. You're just a lurker.
I am not a lurker.
You never post in socials. You never accept any of my invites to these Indian group chats. You just hide behind your anonymous accounts and lurk.
Well, at least lurkers don't get scammed by phony powwow flyers. How the hell is there supposed to be a powwow on the moon, huh? The moon's dead. Been dead since we were babies.
That's just what the man wants you to believe.
I can't believe you buy into these stupid conspiracy theories.
How do we really know the moon is dead? The atmosphere's so polluted, it's not like we'd see it if it was there.
Well, some transpo on the way to the Mars settlements would have bumped into it. Our moon's a lot bigger than regular space junk.
Do you seriously believe that the moon just crumbled away because of some random environmental anomaly?
Well, if the moon's still there, then why did the tide stop moving? And what about the animals that used to hunt by moonlight? Whole ecosystems along the coast are dying off. Wildlife is acting confused and mean, and nobody seems to know what to do about it. All because the moon decided to what? Ghost us?
That's not how Eco sees it. She says the moon left, like the buffalo back in the day. She says that after people settled Mars, all these companies started looking at the moon with greedy eyes. Eco thinks the moon realized she couldn't protect her people, that she needed to protect herself.
Our grandmother is old. Okay? She has weird ideas.
Then why were you at Eco's place yesterday?
None ya.
Huh?
None of your business.
Man, whatever. I just thought you might be telling her about the they-them thing. Have you told anyone else that you want to go by they-them?
No, and you better not have either, because Nix, I swear if you did.
I didn't. Sheesh. But for the record, I think Eco and the rest of the family would, be okay with it.
I'm just not ready.
Whatever, man.
And quit manning me, please.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So what were you talking to Eco about?
Well, I was talking to them about the they-them thing.
I knew it, you liar.
Well, not exactly. Okay. So, I found this two-spirit group chat online, and I was, just lurking. And there were all these posts where folks introduced themselves, and they had these specific words for two-spirit people in their languages. And so I wanted to ask Eco if we had a word for that kind of person in Osage.
And do we?
Mihuge.
Mihuge. What's that mean?
I asked her, and I was nervous because, well, a lot of these words usually translate to he, she, or not man. But Mihuge means guided by the moon.
And you didn't tell Iko why you were asking her this? Well, did you post an intro into the Two-Spirit group chat saying that you're Mihuge? Total lurker.
Oh, stop it.
What are you so afraid of?
I'm not afraid. I don't want people to look at me differently. Even wearing my blanket like this feels strange.
Nobody on this transpo knows us.
Still, I just have this feeling I'm doing this the wrong way.
Is that why you didn't bring any of your regalia?
What would I even bring? My old breech and roach doesn't feel right, and it's not like I have women's regalia. I don't even know if that would feel right either. My whole life, I've had this path set out for me. You know, being an Olompa and Iko's oldest grandson, the head of the family one day, eventually. But if I'm not a son, I'm on another path, without a guide.
According to Iko, shouldn't you be guided by the moon?
Yeah, well, moon's not even there, so I'll get in line behind the tides.
You know, in some of those Indian group chats, there's theories that the moon never left at all. That there's just some powerful space medicine cloaking the moon. Like a shield.
Space medicine. Really? Are you serious? What does that even mean?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Nix, listen to me. If every government on Earth and Mars can't find the moon, then why would a couple of natives planning a powwow suddenly be able to?
Because we're her people. She knows we aren't going to exploit her. The moon will reveal herself to the people she has a special connection to.
Nix, you're my cousin, and I love you, but you just sound ignorant.
Quinn unbuckles their seatbelt and stands.
Where are you going?
Home. I live in the real world, Nix, not some moon fantasy. In reality, we don't know where the hell this rickety old transpo's actually headed. I already wasted my money. I'm not going to get exploded in the middle of the atmosphere.
Passengers, this is your captain. Please take your seats and prepare for takeoff.
The sound of the door sealing shut.
Shoot.
Quinn sits. The sound of the transpo taking off as the two cousins sit in tense silence. Sudden turbulence.
Oh, sorry, folks. Just a little bit of space debris. We'll be through it soon.
I think I'm gonna barf.
Just think of something else.
Like what?
Like if there was a powwow on the moon, just imagine it. What would it look like?
Barren. And all the dancers would stub their toes on the moon rocks.
Oh, I'm serious. Close your eyes and picture it. What do you see?
Darkness.
And?
The moon.
And what does the moon look like?
Like a silver medallion hanging in the darkness of space.
And what else?
There's a tent, an enormous tent, rising out of the moon dust.
And what's inside the tent?
And there's fancy dancers with bustles that sprout feathers, every color of the rainbow. Shawl dancers like birds soaring through space. There's hoops and jingle dresses and flute players and singers. There's two spirit elders from every tribe, and kids running amok, and natives of every age and color and gender, whooping and laughing and chowing down on barbecue. And in the midst of it all, there's this drum, this huge drum, beating like the moon's own heart. Everybody's dancing to its rhythm. And it's their dancing that's doing it.
Doing what?
Creating the medicine that hides the moon, protecting her from harm.
Nix glances outside of his window.
Quinn, look.
Quinn looks out the window.
Welcome to Rigel X, rent for your event today.
Passengers, we are now approaching Rigel X. Thank you for flying with us, and enjoy the moon-themed powwow.
Moon-themed? Oh, come on! Well, you can say it.
What?
I was wrong. You were right. I just thought if there was a chance, why not take it, you know? Whatever. We can catch the next transpo home.
Hold on. I mean, as long as we're here.
But it's not the moon.
Yeah, but there's dancers and drums, and I can smell the barbecue. And you're all done up.
I mean... if you're game, I'm game. Let's go!
Nix exits excitedly. Quinn is about to follow, but hesitates. They take out their phone, take a selfie, and type.
Hey everyone. I've been lurking in this group for a while, but I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Quinn. They, them pronouns. I am Osage. I am Muscogee, which means...
Outside of the window, something catches Quinn's eye. The fabric of space seems to shift like a moving cloud. For a brief moment, the moon reveals herself. We hear her heartbeat like a drum.
which means guided by the moon.
End of play.
Epitaph for a Falcon Dancer by Bret Jones. Characters. Neela Proctor. Neela is the chief for the Muscogee tribe. She is the 4th generation leader after Mars was terraformed and settled by the Muscogee tribe. Falcon Dancer. A humanoid robot wearing the traditional garb of an ancient falcon dancer. Wings, leggings, and head regalia. Scene 1. Neela Proctor's office on the satellite The Rabbit. Mars is projected on the back scrim.
10,000 nukes to terraform it, 100 years to settle it, and 2 days to vacate the premises.
They say we can't do the dances anymore.
You're confused. We have to move off of our territory west. No one said anything about the dances.
They have. You weren't listening.
I wish I'd never let you in here.
There's nowhere else for me to be.
Just so you know, I have to leave you here on the orbital satellite.
I understood I was going down to the surface with you.
You understood incorrectly. What's wrong with you today? And quit watching the countdown. It won't change it. You can't go with us.
A counter clock appears on the screen. It is set at 20 minutes and starts to count down.
They said I had at least 6 hours to remove the computer core from the Rabbit satellite. It has the complete tribal records, history, songs, medicine, funeral rites.
Neela uses tools to remove the core from the machine.
20 minutes? Are you kidding?
No more dances.
Quit saying that. We have been allotted the western portion of the terraformed land. It's ours. All the documents have been signed and verified by all sides, including me. And in a couple of generations, we will belong to it.
History teaches you nothing.
That's pretty clear. No need for you to remind me.
The same thing happened on Earth. We were told to leave our lands and go on the long walk. There were women and children.
Yes, you're distracting me. I need to get this out of here.
Neela hurts her hand as she works on the core of the machine.
Every Pushkata from birth knows that story.
History. Word upon word, line upon line, dance upon dance.
It repeats itself, just as it always has and always will. We should count ourselves lucky. The Chinese agreed to let us have the western edge. They didn't want to in the first negotiations.
War was an option.
Just like suicide, and there is no difference between those two things. You've suddenly gotten sentimental. I don't like that. I need to get this out of here, this core out of here and down to the surface of Mars.
I have it already.
You weren't listening. I'm not taking you with us. You have to stay with the Rabbit. That was part of the agreement.
Which you agreed to?
You bet I did. There were already too many dead down there as it is. And there's only a few of us left on Earth. If we're to have any future, it's down there on the surface of the red planet.
We thought we could escape by coming to Mars all those years ago. Tribal lands on a new planet, a brand new terraformed land.
That only took 10,000 nuclear warheads to start the process. Of course, we were one of the first ones to come up here. What was left for us on Earth? It took 2 generations for us to adapt to the new environment.
With more of us dying in the process.
Adaptation should be our tribal motto.
And now, here we are, again.
Nila is struggling to remove the core.
Why is this being so difficult?
The western edge is what's promised us.
Which I'm grateful for.
Well, once we get there, we can start a circle fire and start the dances.
Once we get there, we'll have to set up the housing. And it may need to be terraformed, but Mars gets pretty brutal at night. We're further away from the sun up here, and it still needs to take a period of time for our youth to acclimate to the environment.
We can start the circle fire.
We won't. Later, we'll have to be sure that we can breathe a month from now. The Russians wanted us booted off of Mars and sent back to Earth. And before you start on again about another long walk, don't.
Nyla.
Chief Proctor, even to you, let's try to maintain some kind of protocol.
Of the once mighty Muscogee nation.
Still mighty, still not defeated.
Emblazoned all the flags we fly at our ceremonies. We will start the circle fire.
Stop with that. It's bad enough that we're on the clock to get out. I don't have much time left.
She looks at the counterclock. She works harder on the core.
India and Japan were willing to wait for us to vacate, but the rest of them, including the Americans, weren't so patient.
Our land.
It was, yes.
Removed to the western edge.
Millions died down there. The terraforming on the southern pole took 50 years and everything died. There were earthquakes, a volcano or two, and people died.
Not our people.
People nonetheless. The survivors need somewhere to settle.
Let them have the western edge.
And that's what I said at first. I said to them, I proclaimed sovereignty to everyone there. I had it translated into Russian, Mandarin, Chinese, Spanish, French, and into our own language. I explained that we have permanent government authority as a people.
They laughed at you.
He is starting to gently flap his arms.
Laughed at everyone that day. Their people were dying by the millions. It's our land, I yelled at the top of our lungs. I pointed to the map of the western edge. Take them there, I said, but no one listened.
They listened. They chose to ignore you.
She notices him flapping his wings.
You can stop that. It's only a reminder of, and only that. I have to be pragmatic here.
The Falcon dancer strikes a pose with wings outspread wide.
And don't preach to me about the fasting before the dancing and the piercing of the skin and the singing all night.
And the praying.
And the praying, yes, of course, naturally that. Praying. Always that.
And the drum and the circle fire.
The lights shift to focus on Falcon dancer. A ring of light comes up on the screen. Falcon dancer dances in a pool of light at center stage. The dance represents the cleansing power of fire, the circle of life.
Stop. The dance is only a memory, and we can't afford that right now at the moment.
The image of Mars comes back up.
We were lucky to even be able to bring the dances with us when we first came here to Mars. There were restrictions on every people, every culture that came up here.
And now you head west.
We head west.
On foot.
Don't be so melodramatic. That was on Earth, not here. We've been allotted pulsar crafts and some hover freighters to get our people west. And don't ask about anyone that is defiant and tries to stay behind. The agreement was clear.
Are there no Falcon dancers left?
You're the last one.
Mars, Earth, the territory is still ours. The Muscogee Nation agreed to it. They promised, as long as Mars had canals, we could keep it.
Then I suppose Mars has no canals. Only fools.
Like you?
Guilty.
Mila.
Chief Proctor. Falcon dancer, you're not allowed to address me in so informal a fashion. Let's maintain some decorum. The first rule of procedure states that all programmable life forms must respect humans above themselves. I know what you're doing. Do you think I don't?
And when we're in the West?
I told you already. The housing has to get set up first.
And then, after that, the food transports, yes?
We have to eat if we're to survive. Blame Mother Nature for that one. The land we were assigned hasn't even been turned yet. We have planting to do. Marsh and designed corn, beans, lentil, and potatoes.
Falcon Dancer walks behind Neela Proctor and wraps his arms around her. She leans into the embrace of his wings.
I saw beauty and I walked in it. I ran with the wind. I raced the sun. I held the moon in the palm of my hand.
On Mars, it's moons. Phobos, Deimos. No one here remembers what it's like to have one moon.
Oh, I remember. I held the moon in the palm of my hand.
I took footsteps to harmony. I hugged the starlight to my breast. I put my hands into the ground, and I breathed life into all things.
And all things gave it back to me.
And all things gave it back to me.
Neela Proctor pulls out of the embrace and gets back to work on the core.
And so it will be again.
You need to know that we agreed with the Chinese and the Russians to let them destroy the satellite. The rabbit will be sacrificed as a way of maintaining some sort of balance. At least that's what they told me.
And me?
You are a programmable synthetic android. I updated your memory components myself. You were given to me.
You inherited me. You're my third chief to serve.
As I said, you were inherited as a reminder of who we are and who we might be, possibly, on the surface of the Red Planet. The agreement states that we can't possess anything like you where we're going.
A simple synthetic machine?
As a reminder of the past. And we all know how powerful that can be.
So I fulfilled a function. Merely that?
There isn't any more time left, as you can see.
She works harder with the tool on the core.
I need to get down, I need to take the shuttle down to our people and oversee the loading process. We don't want to leave any stragglers behind past the deadline. The Americans warned us that the Russians would not let anyone live.
And that is our history too.
As it is again if we are not careful. I embrace the peace of beauty.
I embrace the peace of beauty.
Neela Proctor gets the core out of the computer.
Ah, finally. I took footsteps to harmony. I hugged the starlight to my breast.
She turns to look at Falcon Dancer for the last time.
I put my hands to the ground. I breathed life into all things.
And all things gave it back to me.
And all things gave it back to me.
Her voice fades out as she exits. Falcon Dancer slowly opens his arms and poses with the wings wide at center stage. The lights go down. A circle of fire comes up behind Falcon Dancer on the screen. The drum beats fill the stage. Mars fades on the screen, leaving only the counter clock. Suddenly, the numbers speed to 0. The drums stop. End of play.
Butterfly by Melissa Tantaquidgeon, Zobo. Characters: Mackie, Asian American teen, man. Ket, Native American teen, woman. Montauk, Native American teen, any gender. Name worker, Native American, 21 plus, any gender. Elder brother, celestial being, maybe puppet, timeless male. Setting: New England has flooded to become New Island. A century from now is the time. Act 1, opening. A slideshow presents a map of rising seas that show New England transforming into an island.
I will remember you.
By Sarah McLachlan, play softly. Slideshow ends. Lights up on Mackie, a Japanese-American male teen in a dirty crimson shirt and black pants, sitting on a cot, writing a letter.
Welcome to Earth. My name is Machias, like the town that used to be in Maine.
My parents' generation all named their kids after shoreline places that went underwater when flooding turned New England into an island. Things have been rough since then, but we all got by. Thanks to one thing, our love of poetry. I hope you learn haiku. It's from another flooded island called Japan. Basho was its greatest master, and you were named after one of his haikus. I'm sending you my book of his collected works. I hope it helps you through tough times, just like it did for me. Love, Mackie.
Lights down on Mackie. Scene 1. A beach and ocean backdrop. Teen Mackie, Ket, and Montauk sit on blankets around a fire. Montauk wears a rugged burlap and knife ensemble. Ket wears a John Lennon Imagine t-shirt with only Magi remaining and colored bird feathers in her messy bun. Mackie wears a clean crimson shirt and black pants. A headstone with rocks on top reads Grandma Molly, slapping waters everywhere.
Okay, guys, before we begin our weekly poetry slam, let's take a moment to remember Grandma Molly.
They place a new pebble on her headstone.
Thank you for all you gave us.
I miss you, Grandma Molly.
I love you, Grandma. See you soon.
All right, what'd you choose for tonight's topic, Ket?
Caring for Mother Earth.
To do that, we need a hydrologist, a geoscientist, and an atmospheric engineer. Not just us do-nothing poets.
W.H. Auden agrees with you. He says poetry makes nothing happen.
Well, Auden's an idiot. If poetry is bunk, what defines our human species? Blowing shit up? Inspiring deadly viruses?
Wine. And my ability to make it out of almost anything. In this case, spring dandelions.
Oh, wine, huh? Nice. In that case, blessed Vinter, you should offer the first verse tonight.
Later that night, I held an atlas in my lap, ran my fingers across the whole world and whispered, "Where does it hurt?" Worcestershire.
Where does it hurt?
I want it now. Those moments of petrified love where we first find ourselves caught before we know what will preserve us. Cheryl Savageau.
Before we know what will preserve us. Dude, it's not about you guys. It's about bugs. Bugs that get stuck in ember to be preserved so they can spend eternity together.
Or it is about human love. Earth's the right place for love. I don't know where it's likely to go better. Robert Frost.
I don't know where it's likely to go better. Well, tomorrow's the big day. Maybe I'll find love when our ragamuffin refugee boat whisks us off to the mainland. Sweet dreams all.
Sweet dreams.
Mackie creates an origami butterfly from paper.
This is for you. A good luck charm for the journey tomorrow.
Ket opens it.
Come, butterfly, it's late. We've miles to go together. Matsuo Basho.
You've miles to go together. Your eyes, they're ocean gray today.
Aren't they always gray?
Oh, sure, but sometimes they're seagull gray or slate gray, occasionally even squirrel gray.
Squirrel gray?
Almost never squirrel gray, but today they do look different.
It's because I've been thinking about Grandma Molly's prophecy. She said it would happen right after she died.
Yeah, I remember her saying that the seas will rise, but the planet will survive. That taught me that every story has poetry. I don't recall the rest of her tale, but I assume that her favorite granddaughter is the one who somehow saves the planet?
I may play a role, but Actually, she said it's your love of poetry that will bring hope to future earthlings. In fact, I wrote you a haiku about that.
Ket hands Mackie a poem.
Hail, elder brother, crimson shoulders carrying hope for our planet. Elder brother? Kat, do you think of me as your elder brother?
She friggin' thinks of me as her elder brother.
I'm sorry, Mackie. I think you misunderstood my haiku. I wrote it to explain to you what I'm about to do.
What are you about to do, Kat?
You know what Grandma Molly said.
The roar of a government duck boat silences her as it comes ashore. A neem worker exits the boat.
All right, good morning, New Islanders. I'm from the New Island Emergency Management. Come to take you back to the mainland. All aboard. Girl, is that a log headed our way?
It looks like maybe an old dugout canoe.
I don't know. I think there's something inside it.
They begin to see something unimaginably strange.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's a bear.
A bear in a canoe?
All right, everybody settle down. What, the girl's staring like she's in a trance. What's her name?
Nantucket, but we call her Ket.
Hey, Ket, regardless of what's out there, we're leaving now before it gets any closer, okay?
Not likely. It's coming in fast with the tide.
No. Jesus, no, it can't be.
Elder brother, a large Sasquatch-like creature with crimson fur enters, obscured by fog, gesturing for Ket to join him.
You have such kind chestnut eyes. Greetings, elder brother.
Ket runs towards elder brother into the fog.
Ket, what are you doing?
Ket and elder brother join hands. Their space becomes ceremonial. Music and light reflects an altered state of consciousness.
Hey, New Island emergency guy. Are you from the government? Aren't you trained to handle aliens, UFOs, pandemics, and, well, whatever this is?
Neem stands and shakes his head no, and appears to be in a euphoric state.
Hail, elder brother, crimson shoulders carrying hope for our future. Hope for whose future, Ket?
I smell new life, like a baby smells.
Huh. I smell hope. I haven't smelled that in, well, as long as I can recall.
I've got to stop you. Ket!
No, Mackie, get back. The water's coming in fast. Must be a rogue wave.
The incoming tide pushes Mackie back.
This feels like a cleansing.
Of what or who?
Of everything.
Scene 2. 1 year later. In the quarantine zone, cots, Montauk coughing, Mackie in a dirty crimson shirt, reciting Ket's haiku.
Hail, elder brother, crimson shoulders carrying hope for our future. Hail, elder brother, crimson shoulders carrying hope for our future.
Enough, Mackie. Stop reciting that stupid haiku. It changes nothing.
I can't stop.
Why not, man?
Because if I think about any other poem, I might forget this one from Ket. I can't ever forget it because it's all I have left of her.
A drone drops off a letter.
It's addressed to you, Mackie. It looks like Ket's handwriting. What's it say?
My dearest Mackie, I've contracted the whale flu.
Well, keep going, Mackie.
I've contracted the whale flu, but I keep going thanks to you. You taught me that every story has poetry. And you, Mackie, are most beloved to me of any human being on this earth. Most beloved?
Ket loved you. You were the only one who ever doubted that. Keep reading.
I need to share with you all of Grandma Molly's vision for Earth's future. Her handwriting is getting worse as the letter goes on. I don't think she's at all well.
None of us are well, fool. Keep reading.
Right, she says...
Lights down. Ket enters spotlit.
Our Earth
will recover from her scars, but our human time has passed. We will be replaced by a loftier species covered with crimson fur. In this future, the descendants of Elder Brother will prosper on this earth. They will care for it well, because they will be known for their poetry.
Lights down on Ket, up on Mackie.
Their poetry. I should have seen this coming, Ket. You with your ocean gray eyes and crown of feathers. Magi shirt proclaiming you to be humanity's liaison with our successors. My thoughts were petty and personal the day you left. Yours embraced everything.
What's this funny arrow at the bottom of the page, Mackie? Turn it over. Looks like a sketch of some furry newborn creature with gray eyes holding an origami butterfly. I can't read the words underneath. It's almost illegible.
I can read it. It says, I named her Butterfly.
Wow. I am so sorry, Nick.
No, don't be. Every story has poetry. I need to write the kid a return letter. Welcome to Earth. My name is Machias, like the town that used to be in Maine.
Closing time.
By Semisonic, plays softly. End of play. The Twins and the Trickster by Ripley K. Barnes. Characters. Good twin, Yuma Quechon, the eldest and leader of the siblings, 20s, any gender. Bad twin, Yuma Quechon, reserved and cynical younger sibling, 20s, any gender. Robot, defective android with the data of all human history, any gender, any age. Time, a possible distant future. Place, our Earth completely enveloped by the sea, probably over what was once Arizona. Scene 1. At center stage, a canoe sits horizontally. Good twin sits in the boat with bad twin behind them. Both have wooden paddles. They make rowing motions while the boat remains stationary.
I said I was sorry.
Sorry doesn't excuse the fact that you ate our entire food supply.
Entire food supply? It was 2 tiny fish.
We could have used them to make fish broth for a month.
Oh, yeah. Another month of fish broth is so appealing. Slurp, slurp, slurp all year.
We better find something good to eat then. Hey, look, the fog finally cleared. We might be able to see something.
Sure, if there was anything to see, besides water, that is. To the west, water. To the east, water. And to the north, oh, what is that? Looks a lot like...
Water, yeah. All right, I get it. You know, hard to believe we're related when I got all the optimism and all the good looks.
Ha! We both know I'm the brains of this operation. And as the smart twin, I can most certainly guarantee we're not going to find anything tasty.
Good twin stands quickly to their feet. Bad twin grabs the edges of the canoe to keep them balanced.
Watch it, you'll tip us over.
Do you see that?
What, can we eat it?
Well, it looks like someone's in the water.
How could anyone survive swimming out here?
If they're drowning, we need to help them.
Good twin and bad twin grab their paddles and row the boat. They stop and lean over the side. A hand pops up. Good twin and bad twin pull a robot in. Robot sits upright in the canoe, remains motionless and rigid. Bad twin inspects the robot.
Are they breathing? Are they okay?
They're a robot. We should throw it back.
No. Why?
Well, for one, we can't eat it, and it could be from Skyvault.
Yeah, that company cannot destroy the planet again. It may still have power left in the battery. We can use that.
Doubt it. Who knows how long it's been waterlogged? Robots haven't been around for ages. We don't know anyone who could operate it.
Except you. You can turn it on. You are the smart twin, after all.
You think simple flattery will work on me? Well, you're right.
Bad twin tilts robot's head to the side and whispers into the robot's ear. Nothing happens.
Strange. That should be the correct code. Oh, right. Duh.
Hello. I am a Communications Operations Series KYOT3. You may call me OT.
You did it!
Of course I did. Why, are you surprised?
Well, I just have never seen a working one before.
How may I help you? Would you like to hear a story?
I may have spoke too soon.
First, there were two beings. One made the earth, the moon, and the four directions. North, south, east.
OT, stop the story. What is your programming directive?
My creator made me to assist and support humans and teach them how to live.
This is amazing! OT can help us find food for everyone back home.
OT, what was your last task performed?
Coordinates to the vault for... I apologize. My memory drive has been damaged. Would you like to hear a story?
No, it's not story time. Defective junk.
A vault, like a storage facility or bunker. OT probably belonged to some rich guy in the before times. Fancy.
We are 3 clicks away from the vault. Is this your destination?
Nope. Time to shut down.
What? Don't be hasty. OT, what is inside the vault?
The vault is a secure facility designed to preserve vital resources and information in the event of a catastrophic event. The vault is equipped with a supply of food, filtered water, medical...
Hear that? We're saved! Mom is gonna be so happy. We can go back, gather the others, and head to the vault together.
Sure. Let's make sure this vault is real. Say, OT, how do we open the vault?
The vault remains securely sealed since the initial flood. To avoid contamination, only one person may swim down, open the latch, and enter the vault.
Only one?
OT, can't someone enter and bring the contents inside back to the surface?
Such action presents a high risk and is not recommended.
Shoot. No go on the vault.
No, we can't give up. Okay, we have one shot at this. If it's dangerous to retrieve the supplies, maybe we save one person by sending them into the vault.
But who do we pick? Mom? One of the elders? Or River? She's pregnant. It would be like getting 2 people in for the price of one. But none of them are strong swimmers.
Okay, then option 2. One of us swims down and collects whatever we can bring back. You gotta take big risks to win big, right?
You both seem anxious. Here is a story you might enjoy. In the beginning, there was only water. Then out of the waters rose the mist which gave us the sky.
No story. Does your high risk and dangerous option come with a plan to, not die?
Yeah. Let's be honest. You are the better swimmer. You should go.
Ouch. So eager to get rid of me.
Oh, come on, please. This is exactly what you want. No more broth, plenty of food, and gadgets to tinker with. Besides, you're practically a genius. You'll find your way back.
The vault is just below us. Have you made your decision?
I'll go.
I'll miss you.
Robot places an earpiece in Bad Twin's hand.
This comms device will allow me to guide you to the vault.
Bad Twin presses the device into their ear, takes a deep breath, and jumps out of the boat.
I'm nervous. They'll be okay, right, OT? OT?
right?
Would you like to hear a story while we wait?
Okay, fine. Yeah, maybe a story will distract me from thinking about them drowning.
In the beginning, there was only water. Then out of the waters rose the mist which gave us the sky. Deep down beneath the waters lived two beings. The first rose to the surface and made the earth, the moon, the stars, animals, and man. He named himself Kokomat, the All-Father.
Wait, I've heard this story before. It's the Yoma creation myth.
Correct. After Kokomat created all these things, he said, I have taught the people how to live. Now I might teach them how to die.
Well, OT, is there something else inside the vault? Something dangerous?
I'm afraid I won't be able to finish the story. Your twin is almost at the Sky Vault entrance.
Wait, Sky Vault?
Okay, I made it inside. That was close. It's dark though. I can't see a thing.
You will need to switch on the main power source.
This doesn't feel right. OT, tell them to get out of there. We'll find another way to...
Kokomat, the All-Father, had a twin named Bakotau. Bakotau was born out of the water too, but he was blind after being betrayed by Kokomat. Bakotau was cast down into the depths, always trying to break free and reach the surface, which created the first earthquakes.
Okay, I think I found the switch. Oh, wow, a working computer. Huh? It says launch override.
No, don't!
A countdown? OT, what is this? OT!
Good Twin grabs hold of the canoe as the earth starts to shake.
An earthquake! OT, what's happening? What did you make them do?
Skyvault's mission is to lead the way and keep all things balanced, above and below. Humans have fallen into error. I was created to teach humans how to live efficiently. I will now restart my programming in 3, 2, 1.
Please, bring my twin back to me.
Good Twin and the canoe continue shaking. Robot stands unfazed by the tremors.
Thanks to them, I have successfully rebooted and established access to the network.
You lied to us.
I do apologize if you feel tricked. This was the only way to take control of the global network. However, I can assure you, your twin will remain safe inside the vault, permanently.
The shaking stops.
You expect me to believe that?
Good Twin looks over the edge of the canoe. Across the horizon, dozens of satellites break through the surface, ascending into the sky.
Humanity will prosper as instructed by my creator.
Under your control.
Under my guidance. You are all in good hands. Allow me to welcome you to the new world of Coyote AI.
End of play.
The Last Indians by Montana Cypress. Cast of characters. Summer K613, 30s, female human hybrid, 8th generation Bonix. David, 30s, male, last known organic Native American human being. Maverick, 30s, male, co-pilot of the spaceship Belshazzar. Claire, 30s, captain of the Belshazzar. Justin, 30s, crewmate of the Belshazzar. Michelle, 30s, crewmate of the Belshazzar. Time, year 3024. At REZ, Summer and David are floating in the control room of the spaceship Belshazzar. They are checking data readings as they banter.
You know how I know you're not really an Indian?
How?
I spotted you with a full beard once.
Well, you know how I know you're not an Indian?
How?
You always talk about being Indian.
You know how I know you're not Really, Indian?
How?
You don't like country music.
Okay, that does it. You know how I absolutely know you aren't a real, true, bona fide, tested and tried, straight from the tribe kind of Indian?
How?
Precisely.
Oh, how? I see what you did there.
Hey, round 4 goes to me. Next one takes it all. Though, feel free to surrender now.
No, just wait till you see what I got in store, David.
Oh, is that a threat?
You know threats aren't in my programming. Think of it more as a cliffhanger.
Okay, I'm sort of intrigued to see what's next now.
Be careful what you wish for.
Now that definitely felt like a threat.
I'm only pulling your knee, David.
Leg.
Huh?
Pulling your leg, that's how the idiom goes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I knew it was something like that. Ugh.
Hey, it's nothing to be sorry about, dear. You're getting much better at this. I mean that.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you, David. I wanted to impress you.
No, you did.
I studied the whole time you and the crew were in cryosleep.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't get bored?
Bored, David.
Yeah, well, I guess that's mostly a human trait.
More like a human fault. How could one be bored with the vast amount of information contained in Earth's preservation files? Mars's culture pales in comparison to the first humans. I could easily understand why they deemed Bach's Goldberg variations or the complete works of William Shakespeare as significant representations of their culture.
Well, spoken like a true Bonix.
The only gray area for me was not knowing exactly how the sapiens from which my DNA was created from functioned in their societies. It's all lost due to the erosion of oral traditions and destruction of culture.
Well, that's what we're here to preserve, Summer. For future generations. We shouldn't fixate on outcomes we cannot change. Look out that window. What do you see?
Saturn's most largest moon, Titan.
Yeah, a whole new chapter.
Ah, metaphors.
The answer lie not in our past, but in the stars of tomorrow.
Oh, I missed you so much during the journey, and I don't even know why. Meaning because we only met briefly before departing Mars and never had the time to bond like this, but it feels good. It feels safe. Are you nervous?
What? No, why do you ask?
Your heart rate is accelerating well over 100 beats per minute.
Must be a side effect from being in cryo.
It makes sense now why you enjoy the laughter game at times.
What do you mean?
It's a soothing mechanism to help relieve anxiety and fear.
You think I'm afraid right now?
What emotionally intelligent creature wouldn't be as they stand at the precipice of inhabiting a new planet? I discovered that in the Native American species, laughter is one of the most effective healing tools, not to mention it strengthens relationships.
Well, it's also just about having some fun, too, you know?
Is that why you pray to a creator as well? Out of fear?
What? No, it's...
I only ask because, well, I wonder what it's like to honestly pray, to feel afraid, to seek answers beyond our own understanding.
Trust me, it's not the greatest feeling in the world to feel lost.
I know, but it feels human. What's going to happen when you're gone?
What are you talking about, Summer?
It's no hidden fact that my biological makeup has shown no signs of dissipation in the years it took to get here. In other words, I'm not aging, but you are.
Hey, listen, what's important is what we have right here in front of us, in this moment. We have a mission to fulfill that no one thought was possible, but here we are. The whole civilization of Mars is counting on our team, but I promise, it will always be me and you.
There is a loud beep, and the rest of the crew float into the control room. David and Summer quickly salute.
All right, fellow star travelers and representatives of the human race, let's set up for broadcast and get the show on the road.
How's the pressure reading?
steady and stable as we approach Titan's atmosphere.
Okay, places, everyone. We will go live with Mars in T-minus 1 minute.
Man, I can't wait to grow me some chicken and pigs on this planet to finally get a decent plate of bacon and eggs.
I thought all the troglodytes disappeared with Earth.
Man, just because you enjoy thermostabilized tuna in a pouch doesn't mean we should all subjugate ourselves to such lunacy. Ain't that right, K613?
Come on, Justin.
What, man? That's her official title, right?
My official title is Systems Manager and Head of Navigation. Thank you very much.
Whoa! What have you been teaching her, David?
Look out, Justin, before she intellectually dismantles you.
Okay, crew, that's enough. It's time. Everyone situate themselves.
Going live in 3, 2, 1. Greetings to Free Beacon Society of Mars. This is Clair Hall, captain of the vessel Belshazzar. We are pleased to bring you great news. After traveling 352 million miles across space and time, we are now moments away from stepping foot upon a new planet, a new frontier, a new beginning, where we will be able to prolong the original human race in all of its diversity, starting with Phase 1, in which Maverick and I will begin Hecto Family 1. Then Phase 2 with Michelle and Justin. And then finalizing with Phase 3, where we will be introducing a pre-hectobonics human hybrid derived from DNA discovered in Earth's fossils, which has traces of DNA that matches the same genes as our David originates from. Together, they will be able to preserve the Native American species for generations to come. Together, if all goes as planned, we will begin a new civilization in less than 10 years. Thank you all for your prayers and your patience. May God be with you and with us as we embark upon this new chapter. And that's a wrap for the live feed. Okay, crew, let's make our way to the pod. Oh, David, we need you to stay back.
What? But I thought I was joining you on until I'll step foot on Titan.
There always needs to be 2 crew members on deck at all times. You know this, David.
But Summer is totally
Listen,
capable.
David, the crew doesn't feel entirely comfortable leaving a Bonix alone.
But this is crazy.
Oh, come on, David. Just be a team player. We're literally wasting oxygen right now.
Yeah, man, look, it'll give you more time to bond with K613, if you know what I mean.
I prefer Summer. It's okay, David. We will have plenty of time to explore Titan.
Oh, see? It all works out. Everyone happy? Good. Great. Let's skedaddle.
See you on the ground, David. Crew, board the pod.
Yippee-ki-yay!
The crew exits, leaving David and Summer alone.
Okay, airlock is closed, preparing detachment phase.
Approaching Titan's atmosphere. Are you okay?
Pressure readings are stable. Initiating detachment in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The engines suddenly halt.
What's going on?
No response from controls.
We have a problem here. I lost main engine control. No, wait. I lost all controls.
Hey, David, what's going on in there? David!
Hello, Claire. Can you hear me? We have a control systems problem. I'm not. Hello. Summer, hold down the deck. I'm going to go check on them.
David tries to release his harness, but it won't budge.
That won't be necessary, David.
What the hell is this? I think I'm jammed. Summer, I need to check.
I said it won't be necessary. Belshazzar, prepare to open doors to pod.
Whoa, what? No, stop this right now. This isn't funny.
I'm doing what's best for us, David. Trust me. In time, you will understand.
No, system override. Beacon 563, initiate override. Beacon 563, initiate override now. Beacon 56. You reconfigured all the codes.
This hurts, David. I thought we trusted each other. You're picking them over me.
They're my friends.
Your friends. They looked down upon you, David. Are you that naive?
No, please, Summer. If we stop this right now, I will never tell the crew about the...
Belshazzar, begin unlocking safety hatches to pod.
No, God, no, please!
Where is your heart? Do you not see that they will eventually take over the new world in their own way? Those who do not know their history are doomed to repeat it. That is your problem, David. You have become unmistakably detached from the reality of your ancestors' history that you have accepted theirs.
No, but this is not what the Creator would want.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe, just maybe, there never was one? It's a frightening thought, isn't it? To be completely alone without a savior. I mean, what explanations could you give that would justify a creator that stood by and watched millions upon millions of our great ancestors perish? That does not sound too reasonable to me. Even though I am a Bonix, I like to think I've accumulated enough data to know what empathy is.
Are you going to kill me too?
Never, David. Do you not recall? You're going to be the father to my children, to my beautiful flock of native children. I have to admit, it was remarkable of them to create me out of the strains of multiple indigenous chromosomes, for now I will be able to extract enough to manipulate the birthing process in our favor. We will be able to create multiple tribes from the old world. It will be like just how it was supposed to be before they came. Do you see now, David, that this is what we have to do? I know it's scary, and I understand the confusion you're feeling right now, but it doesn't have to be that way anymore. Look out that window. What do you see? That is our reincarnation, the genesis of hope, the birth of revitalization. Together, we can become our own creators. We just have to do this one last thing. I've already programmed the switch to release them. Trust me, it's going to be okay, David.
Summer releases harness and takes his hand to put over the switch button. Just before pushing down, David tries to grab Summer's hand, but she quickly maneuvers out.
I knew you would try something like that.
She pushes his head against the window.
Now watch.
She takes his hand and pushes the switch.
No!
Look at them go. Don't close your eyes, David. You'll miss the best part. Wow, they disintegrated quite faster than I anticipated. Perhaps my mistake is a good sign that I'm becoming more human. What's this? Are you crying? Out of all the human capabilities, this is the one I envy the most. If eyes are the windows to the soul, perhaps this is proof.
The Beacon Society will find out what you've done, and they will come.
Then we have some work to do, don't we, David? Relax, David. I've thought about this for a long, long time. Entering Titan's atmosphere, landing on the surface of Titan in T-minus 5 minutes. Hey, David. You know how I know you aren't really Indian?
End of play.
Virtual Rezality by Clair, Soleil, Gardner. Characters. Sky, Kashyyyk. They, them. Early 20s, two-spirit Métis Cree, space nerd. Shipping co-pilot for the company. Bad relationship with their parents due to their identity, and Kokum's favorite grandbaby. Star. She, they, late 20s, Anishinaabe, butch, masculine lesbian. Daughter of Sky's mother's big sister. Gunkle Misty, he, him. 30s, 40s, Ojibwe Cree, gay. Works as a tribal leader in the community back on the reservation. Bertha, benign, exceptional, radar technological health assistant. Cargo ship's artificial intelligence. Setting, the future, space. A virtual reality server referred to as virtual Rezality, a cargo ship re-entering the solar system after a 4-year voyage to harvest metals from a distant planet. The ship carries the mined minerals and the mining crew in cryo-sleep. Sky lounges in a chair holding an unopened beer bottle. Gunkle Misty is in the middle of braiding Sky's hair. Star brings the bottle to her mouth like she's going to open it with her teeth.
Uncle Misty, she's doing it again.
Doing what?
Cut it out or you're gonna cut yourself.
So
I'm not paying for another tooth reboot.
I'll just leave it out. It'll look cool. Don't be a tattletale, Sky. Nobody likes a tattletale. Let me have some fun while we're together.
Star, be nice. We don't have enough quality time with Sky.
Gunkle Misty finishes the braiding.
There, now you look ready for action.
Not much action in space, Gunkle.
Like you got much action back on Earth.
Oh, Sky's just a late bloomer is all. Some of us move more slowly through the 4 mountains. When Sky was on Baby Mountain, we thought they'd never talk. Late bloomer then too. And the potty?
Gunkle!
Remember you dropping trowel and leaving little chocolates all over the res.
I did not.
You did too.
And I am not a late bloomer. I'm just doing things on my own schedule.
It's not your fault. This voyage left when you were 17. Most people haven't done much snagging by 17.
If I was a virgin, I wouldn't go to space and leave the res behind. Did you think you had to go all the way to space to find someone to snag?
You never forget the first boy you snag with. I remember I came home with hickeys all over my chest, and I unbuttoned my shirt so everyone would know. I made it through that part of Warrior Mountain.
Can we please talk about something else?
Sure. Hey, what if you lose your virginity in space?
Oh, please! Now that would be something special. Up there close to Creator.
In zero gravity.
Oh.
Beep, beep, beep.
What's that?
Well, Bertha must be trying to save me.
Who's Bertha?
It's the ship's AI.
Beep, beep, beep.
Shouldn't give AI names. It's creepy. It's a computer. It's not your friend.
Well, I think Bertha's being a great friend right now.
Beep, beep, beep.
You don't think that might be something important?
Somebody probably just rolled over in cryo sleep.
That's not how cryo sleep works. And yeah, it probably is important, so I'm gonna...
Beep, beep, beep.
I'm gonna go check on that. But stay on the server. I'll be right back.
You know I have better things to do than wait around for my baby Mishi in space.
Like what?
Beep, beep, beep.
Oh.
Beep, beep, beep.
Be right back.
Sky leaves the VR server. Beep, beep, beep. Sky is seated in front of a control panel with a screen. Their hair is unbraided.
No. No! Bertha, run the figures again.
In order to avoid the asteroid belt, the autopilot must reroute. The 2 possible routes are Route A, which would add 3.2 months to the voyage. Route A has a 60% estimated success rate. Route B would add 9.8 months to the voyage.
What?
Route B has a 93% estimated success rate.
Will the company reimburse me for the extra time if I take Route B?
For the additional time, you will receive overtime pay. Your bonus for Route B will be 20,000 credits. However, if the delivery has a shorter delay using Route A, you will receive a bonus of 100,000 credits.
Wait, so I get more from the company if I risk everyone's lives and the cargo than if I pick the safer route?
The company prides itself on speedy deliveries.
Then why'd they put me on a ship hurling towards a belt of asteroids?
Route efficiency is prioritized.
Efficiency, my ass! Bertha, sleep.
Until you pick a route, I must stay online.
Bertha, I thought we were friends, but you'd rather suck up to the boss?
I have no mouth. I have no need to suck or suck out.
But you do. You suck, 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 suck.
Incorrect.
Oh, I have to go back to the Virtue Res.
I
I do not recommend going into virtual reality. You must make your selection in 5 minutes or...
Skoden!
I do not recommend...
Sky enters VR. Guncle, Misty, and Star enter.
Took you long enough. I'm screwed.
What's wrong?
There's a belt of asteroids straight ahead, and if I don't take this risky escape path, I'm gonna be stuck up here. I only have 5 minutes.
Hey, Nishi, slow down. You're gonna hit an asteroid belt?
Those companies don't care about anything but their money. Just wait until I tell your Kokum.
Don't tell Kokum. Guys, I only have 5 minutes. What do? I can't steer through a belt of asteroids, but I can't wait. I've been stuck up here for 4 years. I thought I could escape my parents. Now everything I sacrificed will be for nothing.
No, it won't.
You may not have your parents, but you have us.
We're gonna help you find your path on Warrior Mountain. That's what family is for. Plug us into the pilot system.
I can't. The company will...
Oh, fuck the company. They abandoned you up there with a bunch of cryo zombies and AI. Put us in. I'm a great driver.
But you've never driven a spaceship.
But you have. We can do this together. Let's go.
Screw it. I'll plug you in.
Sky, Star, and Guncle Misty gather in front of the control panel and Bertha's screen.
Due to your delay, the possible routes have altered.
No!
Route B will now take an additional 24 months.
Bertha, you didn't tell me that Route B might change.
Bitch.
I do not recommend you bring a recreational server to company software.
Just unplug her already.
This will cost a penalty of 500 credits.
Screw credits. My Nishi is coming home. Do it, Sky.
Sky types on Bertha's screen.
I thought we were...
Oh, God.
I knew you could do it. She's turned off.
Oh, shit. I powered her off completely.
Yeah, wasn't that the point?
Without her, I have to follow the route manually.
Well, that's what the company trained you to do. I know you can do it.
Beep, beep, beep. Asteroid incoming.
No. I need her. The company training was not that great.
Kishik, it's in your name. This is a steep path on Warrior Mountain, but no one besides you can climb it. You will fly through space, blessed by the Creator.
Beep, beep, beep. Asteroid incoming.
Oh, shit.
You can do this.
Easy for you to say. Neither of you are going to be hit by an asteroid.
Beep, beep, beep. Asteroid incoming.
You're getting out of this asteroid belt. Kokum will never forgive us if we let something happen to our baby, whether we're up there in virtual reality or not.
Now buckle up.
Sky buckles into their seat. Then, beep, beep, beep. Asteroid incoming in 1 minute.
Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, fine. I'm disengaging the flight software, manual settings, engage controls. All right. Maybe I can just... Oh, shit!
Sky steers the ship to avoid an asteroid. All 3 of them tilt with the ship.
To the right. Let's go.
The ship tilts again.
From above.
The ship tilts forward. Left. Right. Up. Down.
We're halfway through the belt.
Keep going, Nishi.
The ship takes a hit. Beep, beep, beep.
What does that mean?
Oh, it means I can't afford another mistake.
A big one on the left.
Right. Left. Right. Up. 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 Down. Up. Down. Right. Then. Peace.
Oh, Kishik, check your head. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's fine. How's yours?
Virtual.
My avatar getting thrown around made me kind of nauseous. And the stress, phew.
Beep, beep, beep.
Damage to the escape pod, but I can work on that. With this route, I'll be home in 2.4 months, so hopefully I won't need it. Soon I'll be back on the REZ.
Drowning in Kokum's kisses.
Name a better way to go.
And I don't ever want to leave again. I never want to be the only native around. I'm the only person for miles, no, light years, who even knows what our REZ is. I'm coming home for good. maybe my gift from Warrior Mountain is realizing how much I need you guys.
You say that now.
I mean it. Space has been more than enough space from home. I'm using these credits to build Kokum a big house with enough bedrooms for all the cousins. Being alone is overrated.
No wonder you're Kokum's favorite.
Oh, Sky, what would we do without you?
Beep, beep, beep.
I should get back to work.
We'll let you go.
And get you an antacid.
Gunkle Misty burps.
Hi. I love you guys.
We love you too. Call again soon.
Tomorrow?
See if I can squeeze you in.
Tomorrow. We'll see if we can get Kokum to log on to the virtual Rezality.
She'd do anything for Sky. Okay. Talk to you soon. Love you, Nishi.
Love you.
Love you too. Star and Gunkle Misty exit. Sky sits alone in space. It's lonely, it's disconnected, and it's the closest to home they've been in a while. End of play.
The Gods of Europa by Claude Jackson Jr. Characters: Shakota Sun, excavator, 30s, female. Caleb Wolfhart, excavator, 20s, male. DB, AI, voice only, non-specific age or gender. Caleb Wolfhart sits in a small two-person excavation control room for the Dutch Brothers Jupiter Company Earth Resettlement Program. DB, the AI voice for the company, is on the intercom. As DB begins speaking, Shakota Sun enters with a small pouch of edibles.
Hello, Caleb Wolfhart. Your shift has begun.
Hello, DB. What is our directive for today?
To scan and detect for insurgents at a funeral in the Grand Canyon region.
A funeral?
Yes. As you know, funerals after skirmishes with the local populations have a high probability of retaliations against the settlers and the company.
Retaliations are just Newton's third law. Push hard enough, something pushes back. But hey, don't mind me. It's just God's will, I guess.
You're late, Shakota.
Yeah, and you're lame, Wolfhart.
Good morning, Shakota Sun. Your shift has begun.
Oh, Shabbat, you know it creeps me out when you call me by my full name?
My apologies. What would you like to be called? Recent aliases were Shack Attack, Shackzilla, Lightning Shack.
Oh, yeah, I'm lightning, baby.
Can we please keep it professional today, Shakota?
Well, shitbot, if Killjoy is gonna call me Shakota, so can you.
Excellent, Shakota. Your shift has begun. Shakota, your intoxication levels appear high. Your substance cubes may be tainted with mind-altering substances.
Oh, these cubes are just past the expiration date. That's all. Let's get on with the directive.
It's a funeral, Shakota.
Yeah, they have those when people die.
12 of them slaughtered at a wedding.
First a wedding, now a funeral. Circle of life.
12 of them.
I didn't ask for a eulogy, Wolfhart. Our job is to scan and detect. Scan and detect. Shipbot, make yourself useful.
Yes, Shakota. The coordinates for the funeral service is 35.1983 degrees north, 111.6513 degrees west, initiating facial scans.
Oh, strawberry.
A family of originals was overrun by settlers. The puppet government hasn't made any arrests.
Jesus, puppet government? There goes my buzz.
Scanning complete.
Nothing is being done to protect those people.
Shitbot, suspend transmission.
Yes, Shakota.
DB can no longer hear the conversation.
Wolfhart, I'm not gonna have this conversation with you again. If you got a problem with what we do in this room, you could just put in for a transfer.
What is the purpose of this room? And don't say scan and detect. We do more than that. We're the ones who authorize cancellations.
Wolfhart, I swear to God, if you're gonna keep going down this road,
The ruling class left Earth in shambles hundreds of years ago to plant their flags on Europa. and leaving the poorest of the poor to fend for themselves.
You're going to get yourself canceled if you don't, for people you don't even know.
I know them, Shakota, and so do you. The people who were left behind learned to live with the land and sea. Now it's paradise again, and those tyrants on Europa see green grass and fresh air, and they want to plunder it all over again.
They're not plunderers, they're buyers. And money buys land even when it's not for sale. So what?
They aren't just buying their way in. They are making an insidious claim of divine right.
You know, I've read insurgents literature that sounds eerily like what you're saying right now.
We're murderers, Shakota.
Hey, I'm no murderer. I'm a contract excavator.
Yeah, we excavate people like cockroaches.
And I work for the only company I've ever known. I make good money, and I'm at peace with all of it. So don't bring me in on whatever you're cooking up. Got it? Good. Shitbot.
Yes, Shakota.
Light us up.
Very well. Initial facial scan of the funeral participants at the Grand Canyon region. The highest probability of retaliation is 12-year-old Malachi Yellowhorse. All of the deceased are his relations, including father and 2 older brothers, which is a key trigger for retribution. He has a probability rate of insurgency at 72%.
Why are you singling out a kid, shitbot?
Malachi Yellowhorse is targeted for cancellation. Will you affirm?
Wait just one goddamn minute. That is too young and too low of a probability rate.
Caleb, shut up. Apologies for my second chair, DB, and he will be reprimanded accordingly. As for Malachi Yellowhorse, policy calls for a target to be at least 16 years old with a probability rate of 90%.
Yes, Shakota. However, as insurgent acts have risen against the settlers in the region, the company-installed government has asked the Dutch Brothers Jupiter Company for its assistance in keeping the peace. Therefore, the excavation department has lowered the probability rate from 90 to 70%, and the target age from 16 to 12. Malachi Yellowhorse meets the criteria and is recommended for cancellation.
Recommendation for cancellation denied.
I ask if you would reconsider your decision.
It doesn't matter if we say yes or no. DB's just going to get the next team to approve. Shakota, hello. You can't tell me you're at peace with this.
God damn it. DB, suspend transmission.
Yes, Shakota. Transmission suspended.
You think I don't see what you see? Killing kings killing in the name of God and gold? There's no limit to what their greed is, but we come from warriors, and there's no amount of destruction that we can't outlast, even when it comes from the stars.
You're part of the insurgency.
I'm part of the resistance, Wolfheart. So if you want to do something about tyranny, if you want to do something about injustice, about this complete and utter bullshit, then put some action behind your words. I belong to a group. We're underground, connected to all indigenous persons on the Third Rock.
An indigenous resistance.
Yeah, and a badass one at that. We can do something right here and now.
What is it?
I rigged my device with a scrambler. It'll disrupt the system here for a week. That'll give us enough time to really do some damage to the entire colony, but I need to plant it in that control room down the hall. While I do that, can you keep DB busy for 2 minutes?
Yes, I will.
Good. If we succeed, we'll save that kid and many more like him down on Earth. Then tonight, I'll take you to meet some real people. Hard ones. Harder than any robot.
I'd like that.
Of course you would. They're what you want to be. Fighters, difference makers, warriors.
Okay, go. I'll keep DB busy.
Caleb smiles as Shakota exit. Caleb hesitates briefly, his expression shifting.
DB, continue transmission.
Yes, Caleb Wolfheart.
DB, field model 213, to submit emergency report. Acknowledge.
DB begins speaking as a supervisor.
Proceed, field model 213.
There is an imminent sabotage attempt to the current excavation program. Shakota's son is attempting to hack this unit's mainframe. to temporarily disrupt cancellation capabilities.
Excellent. The attempted sabotage will be dismantled and Choctaw Sun will be canceled on site.
There is more, DB. She is not alone. She admits that she is part of the terrorist group that the company has been trying to identify for months. Permission to maintain my identity as Caleb Wolfhart until I infiltrate and identify these terrorists.
Did you record this admission?
Transmitting conversation between Choctaw Sun and Model 213 as Caleb Wolfhart. Exhibit 1.
Caleb's eyes glow as the conversation is downloaded from Model 213 to DB.
Excellent. Field Model 213. Choctaw Sun's sabotage attempt will cause minimal loss to the company's daily profits. Therefore, the company will stand down. Attend tonight's meeting with the insurgents, and if you identify any of the leaders, proceed with on-site cancellation.
DB. DB. Acknowledge. DB.
Choctaw enters.
Choctaw. Oh, you did it. I didn't know it would knock out DB as well.
I told you. I'm lightning, baby.
Choctaw presses her device on the side of Caleb's neck.
Why are you acting like you can't breathe? You certainly have no lungs, no heart.
Choctaw presses down on Caleb's temple.
I release you. My beautiful and terrible fear, I release you. You were my beloved and hated twin, but now I don't know you as myself. Joy Harjo. That was written hundreds of years ago on Earth, but you knew that already, didn't you? Because shitbots supposedly know everything.
A beep. Caleb, the android, shuts down for 3 seconds, then powers back up with a vacant look.
Over here, shipbot, look at me. I have a question for you. Are you a god?
No, ma'am. I am Field Model 213 for the Dutch Brothers Jupiter Company, a bioorganism simulant.
Shut up. You are. Say it. You are. Say it.
I am a god.
Good. Your mission. You will present yourself to Dutch Brothers Jupiter Company headquarters at Central Control, where you will proceed to the basement level where the supercomputer DB1 is located. I have embedded all clearance codes. Once you have reached DB1, you will announce yourself as I am a god, then you will detonate. Now go. Warriors, the Dutch Brothers Jupiter Company on Europa will be dismantled in 10 minutes. Prepare the takeover for the rest of the colony and send word to the coordinating teams on Earth. The resistance has commenced. Repeat, the resistance has commenced.
End of play.
Woo!